episode of BlvdAve. I want to welcome y'all. As you see, it's two of us, so I'm not going to even do my whole from my block to your block.
We on the same block.
You know, we on the same block. We all right here with it. So it's the boy King B, it's old man Logan, and y'all going to see our parks. I guess he parked today, right? Vern going to chime in. We got the mic over there so he can say his 2 cents, so we can kind of still have that trio effect. And yeah, that's how we're going to get number 96 started. So how's everybody feeling? Everybody good?
Man, it's all good, man. We got some great weather today. 65 and sunny.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? I came outside. I couldn't contain myself, man. Do a little praise dance out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the Soulja Boy track. Just make it clap, clap.
Yeah, that was a nice change up, man. It was that last Monday? It was like hailing and snowing and raining.
Yeah.
And then we go from that to back to the 64 degree
Within
weather.
7 days.
Man, so bipolar Chicago weather, man. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
That's March for you.
So, but you know, we winding on down to this thing called spring. Looking forward to it. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of shows, a lot of movies, a lot of music, and you know, where better to get your information than from us. Y'all budding podcast listeners, it might be some trouble in the water. You know, new episode did not have Maul and Rory on it, so I'm not, wishing no ill will on them brothers. You know, they've been together for a nice long while, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't work for us. You know what I'm saying?
We here.
We here.
We coming. Watch out.
Spotify, we won't have no problems, I'm telling you. All right, bro. So where would you like to start? You want to just go down the line? Or?
I mean, everybody talking about this Justice League, so let's do it, man.
All right, man. So I didn't watch it, but we finally got the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League.
Let me tell you this though. You saw the first one.
I saw the first one.
You didn't really miss anything. It was just basically all of those cliffhangers that was in there explained.
Okay.
Like when Alfred was in there working and then somebody came in there and he was like, oh, I've been expecting you. And we thought it was Superman. It was him. Then it showed him and they had a conversation. So it was things like that. They just filled us in on stuff that they cut. And it wasn't nothing special. They made this big hype about Darkseid. We saw him all of 6 minutes.
And the way they were doing them trailers, they had him like so prevalent, like he just all through the movie.
You know, like how Thanos was in Endgame causing havoc everywhere, and it pretty much was following him.
Yeah.
This was not the case. Actually, they followed Steppenwolf a lot more in this than they did in the first version, and he pretty much was the equivalent to Thanos, but we all know that Darkseid was the one that was trying to collect those mother boxes. So
Right.
It was like Steppenwolf was doing all the work for Darkseid.
Okay. So with that being said, what did you think of that redesign of Steppenwolf versus the original version?
I don't recall what the original was.
He was a little more plain. I mean, they got him kind of on some super shredder shit now, but
it was dope. I liked it. It wasn't bad. Like I said, I didn't really notice a difference. It looked like the original one almost.
No, that's one thing I did notice with the movie is that, well, first of all, let's throw the elephant out in the room. Fuck his vision, because I did not want to see black bars on my TV.
What you talking about?
Like, so when I watched it, it was presented in the original format of the directors of his view.
Oh, you talking about the sound of the sound?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, so that was needless.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I don't. Was
that there for presentation?
No, they explained that this was his vision.
So he wanted the movie to be seen like that.
What they said, well, his idea was that's the Omnimax proportions. So they wanted that big theatrical for the Omnimax. I'm like, they could have cropped it.
Yeah, I want my screen filled up.
I want my screen filled up. Okay, because like how I look at it, you hype this shit up and it look like watching a fucking bootleg.
That's what it reminded me.
So it looked like, what was that when Wolverine first movie? They got bootlegged heavily. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
And you literally saw like the croppings and shit and the the 3D and stuff before they actually
Yeah,
finalized
it's literally like a movie that was shot in 2000.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that took away from it. But the graphics were reworked because the Wonder Woman scene, when she first introduced, when she's blocking the bullets, looked much better on this version. If you look at the previous version, that shit looked like cartoon.
A lot
on the
of
previous
things were enhanced.
Exactly.
I agree with that. But it wasn't enhanced to the point to where I was just wowed by it. It's like, yeah, that's how it should look.
Exactly.
You're in 2021, and you should be making this.
You're right.
Now, I heard it was an overabundance of slow motion, like, shit going on in here. Like, I know that's kind of his signature, but I just heard, like, it was on overload in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. A lot of that Wonder Woman scene when she was blocking the bullets,
Yeah.
that whole thing was damn near slow motion.
Exactly.
Pretty much all of the Flash scenes were slow motion. That scene where Iris was in the car accident.
The hot dog scene.
Yeah, that was weird as hell. And it didn't need to be there.
It did not need to be there.
not need to
Like
be
that
there.
shit should have been edited out.
And when you see these scenes, and you'll realize, like, yeah, I know why this movie was 2 hours. This 7 minutes of the Flash in slow motion putting a hot dog in his pocket didn't make sense.
What?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It's considered the hot dog scene.
Yeah.
So he meets Iris for the first time. It's like this
So
is
that's good too that they put her in there in this cut because
Fine
we need-
sister. Oh
we need-
god damn, she
Kirstie
fine.
Clemens, shout out to her. You know what I mean?
God damn.
You picking her or you picking the one from the show?
Huh. Me
That's a
personally,
coin flip for me.
they both
I
fine.
think I'm going with the one from the show. This one is probably a younger version of her, though.
They
it's
about
a, it's
the
a
same.
different vibe.
Yeah, she's a little bit younger,
She looks a
but
little bit younger than me.
I don't know.
Those eyes.
The one from the show got that elegance. She got that grown woman
Yeah.
I give you that.
feel for. This one, she's a little more young, on the younger side, fresh adult type feel, like 22, 23. But I like them both.
Okay.
They're both some beautiful fucking sisters, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I thank God that they started doing that. Because back in the day, like, I don't know where they found half these sisters they put in movies.
And I love the fact that they kept that interracial, you know.
I was just finna say, they piggyback that basically
Right.
from the show.
Yeah, so that's cool too. And I also I hate the Flash in this movie, first of all. But let me say what I do like about it. When he's running, he looked goofy as hell. But I do like the lightning that follows him when he's running. And it's a blue lightning. And I like that because it looks cool, but it's also not a carbon copy of the show. So they did their own thing and they made it look good. But how he runs looked weak as hell.
Yeah,
The fact that when he runs, I'm kind of teeter-tottering on this, but it's like, it's not that he's running fast, it's that time is slowing down.
Right.
And you can see, like, everything just happening around him. And
But
I'd have to see the Flash movie to actually get a gist of what they mean with it.
But that's just his perspective.
Right.
So when he runs, he's running faster than light. So time slows down for him.
Right. So, and that makes sense when they bring Superman back and he's kicking their ass. Mm-hmm. And then he's running around trying to ambush Superman. And
And
Superman
Superman,
is
like-
just as fast. He's like, "Nigga, where you think you going?"
Yeah, 'cause
Like, you
he thought he was stuck.
Right.
Until he moved his head like, nah, nigga, this ain't where it's at.
I ain't gonna front. From on the first cut of that movie, I loved when Superman came back and whooped all their ass.
Oh, yeah, well, he had to let him
That
know.
part, especially when
That's
he
the
was
best part
looking
of the
like,
movie.
yeah, I'm right here with you.
I still doubt he would give Wonder Woman that much go. I just think,
What?
I think him and her are flush.
Well, she's
She's a
depending on the
demigod.
comics, like the newer
But-
version of her is like up there with him because she a god.
She got, yeah, she got
They're
us.
supposed to be. He's an alien.
But
She's a
this
god.
is supposed to be the strongest being,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you have a human being.
Steppenwolf
Well,
was
you
kicking
now
some
I'm saying
ass,
human
dog.
being. I'm saying you have a being, a physical, living, mortal being, because he's still mortal. She is debatably immortal.
I don't know.
She's a
is she?
goddess.
That's the trade-off. Like,
Is she?
She's half. She's demigoddess.
she's like Hercules.
Right. But he ain't goddess at all. He ain't no god at all. So it's like, I would think she, and then she has no inherent weakness.
Strictly from the sun. Like,
Right.
she was born that way.
Right. See, so exactly. So that's like, I don't know. Like, I think certain things, as far as that movie goes, is theatrical between him and her. I think if they were real beings, all these motherfuckers would be going at it for hours.
That's why in some of the universes in the comic books, they end up getting together.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because then he's the only being she was willing to be submissive to. I know we're talking about characters, so we're just doing, we on our black nerd bag right now, so don't matter.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He just whooped her ass too easy for me. That was he this fucking
But
bro.
He was kicking everybody's ass.
But he could kick everybody else's ass, no problem.
Steppenwolf was the same way. He's supposed to be like one of the strongest beings out there too.
Right.
He was whooping everybody's ass with ease.
But that was the arc, though. The arc was, the whole movie was like, well, none of this shit happened. None of this shit kicked happened until Superman was dead.
Right.
So they were all fearful.
That's why those boxers weren't moving. And
yeah,
shit.
we ain't doing shit around this motherfucker.
Boxers are scared of Superman.
Exactly.
I'm like, what? And I had just caught that in this cut. I didn't understand that in the first cut.
So they explained that a little bit better.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, so what about Cyborg? Did they give him a little bit more meat on the bone?
Yeah,
Because
he got his meat on the bone.
It was real sparse in that first version of the movie.
They definitely amped up Cyborg a lot in this movie. He's probably got the most arc in the story.
And shout out to him, because he had to speak his motherfucking mind out. Because they did downplay his shit. Now that I see the cut, I can see why he was complaining.
Why he had the chip on his shoulder.
Like, motherfucker, I'm a big part of this movie. Like, actually, he is like...
Did that happen in the first cut?
When I have to rewatch it, because I don't think he had that much footage.
He didn't have that much. They literally showed him, like, in a hoodie. Like, he was in maybe, like, 3 scenes.
Like, low-key?
Yeah.
He didn't even save... Superman didn't even save this shit. It was Cyborg.
It was Cyborg. Right, exactly.
That's how it was. You didn't really see Cyborg, like, prominently in that movie, in the first cut of it, until, like, toward the end.
So you get like the backstory of why he's resentment to his father a lot more. Mm-hmm. You got them reconciling their the relationship. You got him saving the world, pretty much by him and the Flash by themselves.
That's who did it.
Yeah.
Well, they serve as distractions.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a team effort.
Yeah, it was a team effort, but you don't get this done without Cyborg.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was the part in Doom Patrol, because I heard the character that plays.
That's a weak ass Cyborg though.
But if they're gonna replace this one, I would rather they go and just make it synonymous with him, because they're explaining that storyline for this Cyborg as far as the tainted relationship with his father in Doom Patrol.
Well, yeah, because that's a.
I would rather we have Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Ray is really good in this movie.
I would rather we have him.
A lot better in this one than the first cut.
Yeah. But was that any of that newly shot, or was that all shit that was cut out?
I'm thinking it was all cut out.
Because if that was cut out, I can understand what he was talking about. Like, bro, you cut me out the movie.
I think the only thing that was new was the end, that epilogue.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
which was trash.
It was 6 parts and an epilogue.
Yeah. And I understand why this movie was 2 hours, but a lot of that shit you didn't need. You could have cut a lot of that. The hot dog scene. Trying to think what else it was.
They didn't have to cut the whole hot dog. They could
have
just cut the part that he picked the hot dog out the motherfucking air. They needed the iris spot.
All you had to do was when they caught eyes for the first time. That's all you needed.
But no, you had to see it when she was floating.
You didn't.
Oh yeah. No, when she was floating.
You didn't need that.
I say you needed that. You didn't need when they floating. Then he looks at the fucking hot dog. They could have that when they panned up with the hot dog.
Can I talk about the scene?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the scene starts. He's applying to be a dog groomer. He's in there, gave this lady a resume out of his pocket that was balled up, and he locked eyes with Iris while he was in there talking to the lady that worked there. Iris get in the car. She gets into a car accident. She has a drop top convertible. The car is flipping forward, so she's flying out of the car. Flash is seeing this shit, and he goes out, saves her. Puts her on the ground. There's like a hot dog truck or something that she hit. Hot dogs are flying everywhere. There's dogs in the shop where he's interviewing for. So he snatches some hot dogs, put it in his pocket, lays her on the ground, goes back in the building. And by the time the lady that's interviewing him realize what's going on. He's in the dog pen, giving these dogs hot dogs. He's like, yeah, they just love me. Can't you? Yeah, I just always keep some meat on me. Blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't need this shit.
Right.
And that was 8 minutes of
You didn't need none of that
nonsense.
shit. I give you that.
All you needed was to lock eyes. Maybe he sees the car accident, puts her down. That's it.
Right. That's all you needed.
If it was that important to introduce that character to set up the movie, then
Not the hot dog though.
like, all that hot dog shit, no, you don't need all that.
Or they could have did that a totally different way.
Yeah, it's another way about introducing that character. But yeah, no. So was it okay? So let me see how I want to say this. The cyborg part, it seems like including that into this cut made it better progressively. Is it anything else? Oh, the black suit Superman. Did that have any factors on it as far as making the overall presentation of it? Because did y'all watch the first cut of it?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it.
Because they had him with a part. I guess he didn't have his shirt on or some shit during that part when he came back and he was whooping everybody.
Yeah, it was the same in this one.
Okay, so
Dressed like Liu Kang and shit.
But the whole black suit thing, I guess it was just there for nostalgic purposes.
So I guess Alfred made that suit then, right?
I don't remember that from the.
What that? No, I don't know. Because when they went on that ship, it was a few suits.
But when Superman came in, I don't know if he had it on already, but I was like, I've been expecting you, and it sounded like he was about to give him some stuff.
And it's black.
So
yeah,
I guess that would mean Alfred made it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make Superman come down to Batman level with the black. How was Ben Affleck in this? Because I heard everybody kind of saying, yeah, we want more of Ben Affleck as Batman, going forward.
It was about the same. They didn't really advance it. They didn't devance it.
I can do without Ben Affleck as a Batman altogether. He doesn't, like you said, he has no flavor on the character.
I like him as Bruce Wayne.
I was going to say that. I like him as Bruce Wayne.
As Batman, I don't really care.
And that's messed up. Because you have to sell both. He does not sell Batman.
You don't necessarily have to, but if you had to sell one and not the other, I would prefer you to sell Batman.
If this is Batman Beyond, then yeah.
Now, if he was just walking around in a suit, he never put on his cape or no shit, then that's different. But he's doing both, and I only like him with the suit on.
Yeah, he don't look like he belongs in that suit.
Plus, you want the bigger Batmans we done got.
He's the biggest Batman.
He's the biggest.
That role. Which I didn't mind.
How big is Clooney? I thought Clooney was big.
Obviously not.
I think Val Kilmer was a little bigger than him.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't look like he. I know damn well he can't pull off some of the kicks he show. That's the problem I got with it.
I didn't realize how brolic Henry Cavill was.
Yeah. That dude was monster.
Pretty swole.
Yeah. Like 6-something, 250.
250?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, he got to be like 6'3" then.
Look at that dude on The Witcher. He's just as big. This is natural stance. That's him.
Oh, you said look at that dude like it was somebody different.
The Witcher.
Yeah,
He's The Witcher,
yeah. But that's why he in Hollywood.
That's why that fight scene with him and Tom Cruise in that last Mission Impossible was laughable. Tom Cruise my size, and this dude is just huge. Matter of fact, Tom Cruise is shorter than me.
Is he?
Yeah, I had to put that out there. There's not too many people that are shorter than me, so I had to get that off my head. All right, man. So, okay, grade time. If y'all had to give it a grade, what would you give it?
Man, that epilogue should have been deleted as well. How long was that? Maybe 20 minutes? Because after the movie ended, before the epilogue, you had the Joker. I'm like, where's the Joker? They said they reshot scenes for Joker and shit. And you got this scene with him, Batman, Deathstroke, and the chick from Atlantis. I forgot what's her name.
So he popped back up. So the redhead from Atlantis.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember her name. But I didn't know Deathstroke popped back up. Okay.
Yeah, he popped up.
Deathstroke popped up. In the movie, he's allegedly working with Lex Luthor now to kill Batman. Lex Luthor tell him who Batman actually is. And then there's this epilogue where he's like on a mission with them.
Yeah. Well, see, that's now is that a premonition or is this a dream?
Right, because it's a dream because we see him wake up.
Well, we know it's a dream,
but they had Deathstroke,
but it might be a premonition.
Deathstroke was at the end of Batman v Superman.
Right, and so it was a sequence like that.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce is dreaming some shit, but I think this is supposed to be a premonition because apparently Superman goes fucking rogue.
I don't think so.
Was that the whole?
Well, this is what the dream is about. That's what they were going to do.
I think.
Yeah, Batman and Joker ain't teaming up for nothing else other than take out Superman. It was Batman, Joker, Deathstroke, Aquaman's wife. It was somebody else, wasn't it? But you got those people.
Cyborg.
It's Cyborg, and so they're going to do, and they're talking about Superman.
Yeah.
So, but this could just be Batman's irrational fear of Superman too, because we know this motherfucker got a stash of kryptonite somewhere.
Because they did that. That's what I remember. Did that dream sequence happen in Justice League, or did that happen in Batman v Superman?
V Superman.
When he was like, "Oh, this why we got to stop
Right,
him."
they had the whole black and red, and yeah.
This is why we got to stop him.
But see, and here's and also.
So wait. They put in an epilogue a scene from a whole other movie.
It looked
That's
like
what it felt like.
That's what it felt like.
By the time Justice League is established, him and Superman are cool. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
No, it looked like
And that's why watching this, I'm like, what the fuck is this? You don't need this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an article out though that they say that this movie does hint at all the canceled movies that DC was planning. And so that could have been one. Because I can see that being part of a Suicide Squad type of sequence.
That wasn't canceled though.
But
they doing Suicide
but they
Squad
not going to
right
that
now.
point where Batman was coming involved yet. So this would be further along.
That had to be going into, as far as Deathstroke concerned, into that Batman movie that they canceled, because they were gonna do one with Ben Affleck at first.
Right.
They were supposed to be going into a Batman movie from Justice League.
Because this definitely looked like it was gonna recontinue
Exactly.
with Deathstroke.
Exactly.
Which
is not Will Smith.
Huh?
That's Killshot.
Oh, that was Killshot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he
That's
did.
Killshot.
He was Killshot.
He was Killshot.
Deathstroke. Okay, so
He's my main man. Joe Maglio.
yes, Joe.
Yeah.
Did he play this role before? I couldn't remember.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he was the one. He was the same one.
At the end
Yeah,
at the end of Batman v Superman, they showed that Lex Luthor escaped. He cut his hair off. He was on that big ass boat, and he was hiring.
Right. So that was the same
That's the
scene.
worst Lex Luthor. First of all, Lex Luthor is black. Let's just put it out there.
He's black on Superman and Lois.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I peeped that
I'm trying to get him to watch it, but
bro,
I'm like,
I'm
it's
saying
actually pretty
not
good.
That is actually
fucking
good.
Superman show.
Bro,
No, it's good.
It's actually
it's
pretty
good.
good.
It's good.
I'm telling you, man.
I ain't gonna lie, but
I tried to, they got so many fucking shows,
They
bro.
got so many variations.
I tried to watch Smallville. I couldn't do
this
it.
is like Smallville.
I tried to watch.
This is Smallville continuation.
Continuation, absolutely.
This is a
I
Smallville
tried to watch
continuation.
Krypton. I couldn't do it.
Krypton was decent.
I couldn't get it.
I
Krypton.
couldn't do it.
But you have to you're not gonna see Superman in Krypton. Once you realize that, it's decent. They can't do Superman shit on Krypton.
They can't.
No, they don't fly around on Krypton. They only fly around on Earth because of the sun. On Krypton, they like regular motherfuckers.
people.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's why you couldn't watch it. If you knew that, you would have been like, oh, what? Because you might have said, no, that motherfucker, they ain't flying nowhere.
Yeah, but no, it's actually decent. Once I saw that part, that piqued my interest even more. I said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
I mean, but then I started going to a deeper down. Like, oh, they got the black man hating on the white man.
No,
but that was something for another topic.
Lex is supposed to be black. Think about it. Lex represents the alpha prime male on the planet, which would be an African American smart motherfucker.
This is the Lex from the video games, like the one with the suit and shit. So yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Right. No, it's cool. You gotta remember, his beef with Superman is that if Superman didn't have these unfair advantages,
it's just like the Batman beef.
He would be that motherfucker.
It was just like the Batman beef.
So,
all right, but grades though, what would y'all give it?
C+.
C.
All right. Does it deserve a sequel?
I mean, if we have to make a sequel and then make another cut of the sequel in order for us to get the whole gist of what's going on, no, I'm good. I do not need all of that, man.
Because they almost instantaneously greenlit the Wonder Woman 3 after they released it. So
I'm waiting for Patterson's Batman. I want to see what that's on.
yeah, they finally finished wrapping that. So that's
That looked like a restart that I really can get behind.
But there's so many Batmans out here now. You got that. Ben Affleck hasn't signed on for another movie, but he's going to be doing something as Batman on HBO Max.
I think he playing. I don't think he's doing Batman. I think he playing
And
Bruce.
he's supposed to be in the Flash movie too.
I think he playing Bruce after he give up the mantle.
I don't know. Because you got Michael Keaton returning.
Yes.
That's for the Flash movie, ain't it?
Yeah, all that's for the Flash movie. So them the two Batmans for the Flash movie. And they were saying we might see a third one.
It gotta be Clooney.
Nah, hell no. Leave Clooney where he at.
Wait, what was the question?
They said we're gonna see a third Batman in the
might be
movie.
a third Batman in the Flash movie.
It's like it gotta be Clooney. No. If you got Keaton and you
give me Val Kilmer,
you give me Christian Bale.
I don't think Christian will come back, but
shit, that nigga gotta be wanting some money by now. He ain't been in shit. He kind of.
I mean, he does stuff. He doesn't do like blockbusters. You know, he one of them actors. Like
he's a great Batman though. Low key, he is.
He's my favorite. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't know he was that small, but he pulled it off.
He pulls off a Bruce Wayne.
He pulls out both.
Yeah, he pulls off
Bruce
both
for me. I was thinking of the character he was in American Psycho.
But I can get behind that though.
Time he was Bruce. That's how he was moving.
But you gotta think that's part of Bruce Wayne's character. This motherfucker is to put a bat suit on and go fight super villains. Gotta be a little bit off.
Oh, you definitely off.
A rich person.
And he's rich.
You definitely off. So, yeah. But it was just like that's who he channeled when he was Bruce. He wasn't like, think about it. Michael Keaton is Bruce, super cool, making jokes. You know what I'm saying? They had Clooney there for that. He was Mr. Cool at that time. ER was cracking.
Is that what you want? You want a suave ass Batman?
I'm thinking,
he's supposed to be though, because he is a ladies' man.
Like from the animated series.
Bruce is.
That's cool.
The mask is.
That's cool. That's what we want.
Right.
That's why I think Ben Affleck was a good Bruce Wayne, because he wasn't irate all the time. He's older Batman,
right?
And he played the part of an older Batman that was passive aggressive, kind of, just standoffish, because he didn't dealt with so much shit in his life as Batman.
Right.
So he's just a different person as an older Batman. Clooney, Kilmer, Bale, whoever, they should be swapped. Christian Bale was on a yacht with bitches going to France or some shit.
Right.
The whole ballet got canceled because this man wanted to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't get no cooler than that.
This is real for
him.
You
don't get no more cooler than that.
Right.
He's supposed to be Jordan Belfort. That's what he's supposed to be. Right. All right. But so I guess we'll just see, man. We're going to go ahead and see. I think personally they're going to end up giving it to the sequel. I don't know why you wouldn't. Especially when even if he was in there for 6 minutes, you'd have placed Darkseid in there. That's what I was waiting.
Well, they opened it up in case they wanted to do that, but I don't see it happening.
The money. You mean the money? The sequels is all about money. It ain't about what the fans like. As long as that shit made the money they wanted to make, and they got the views. Well, here's the thing, because
they definitely got the
views. As long as they got the views, they gonna green like the. Here's the thing, and two, from a business standpoint, this changes the movie industry.
For who?
Oh, because think about it. You can only watch it if you had HBO Max. And it costs you nothing extra. So they not going based on box office sales no more. They going based on views, like you just said.
It should finna be just like music.
It's going to be just like YouTube.
They just got to get with it.
X amount of streams, it gets you,
That's going to kill the movie theater.
It's going to kill the theater. The theater going to be
that's the only part of it. And they get such a large amount of money from being in a actual theater for X amount of time. I can see him, to be honest, if I'm a movie maker, I'm going the Hulu route. Hey, you know what? Y'all just going to get some commercials in this motherfucker. I want to make my money off of my movie, right?
I think you're going to have establishments that are not necessarily like showing box office films, but just showing new films in general that come out, whether that's on Netflix or Hulu. You want to see that? If there's a demand for it, we're just going to show it here because some people just want that atmosphere.
Right. First off, WandaVision set the set the tone.
Yeah.
You know, it had us a little confused initially, but toward the halfway mark of that season, they started laying everything out, letting you know what was going on. So, what's taking place in here? You know, we're finding out a little bit more about the Falcon, and it's great. I can't wait for the next episode because the first episode was very, very strong. So. It was a good day, good weekend. You know what I'm saying for comic fans.
Are there any new significant characters in it? Like how we got Agnes and WandaVision.
Well, we're introduced to his sister in this. We're introduced to a new Captain America that's taking over.
What?
Yeah, and you want me to tell you who playing him or?
Sure.
All right, Kurt Russell's son is playing the new Captain America.
What?
Yeah.
Kurt
Wyatt
Russell's son?
Russell or some shit. I think that's his name, but yeah, he's playing the new Captain.
That is his fucking
Look at
son.
that chin.
Man, yeah, now you said, yeah.
Let's see, man.
Yeah, I think his name is Wyatt Russell, but yeah, he's the new.
This is him and Goldie Hawn's son?
Yep.
Now I'm like, they ain't got no outside kids.
If you I'll leave it at this.
They just not married.
If you enjoyed WandaVision, you're definitely gonna enjoy Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm just gonna briefly try to scroll.
Wyatt Russell.
I want to try to see if they.
Yeah, that's definitely their son.
Yeah, like when he said it, so I see because you can see he got his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He got her facial build.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's their goddamn kid.
All right, man.
They old, ain't they?
Oh, they playing motherfucking.
Kurt Russell
They
is.
playing
Russell is 70, ain't he?
Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa.
You know what I'm saying? He's 34. I'm like, damn.
This is his first movie.
That's what's up.
Crossing. All right, man. Oh, before we leave comic book news, Loki.
GSP is in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loki is coming June 11th. So that's what's next after Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That's what's up. Don Cheadle.
Yep. You got War Machine making an appearance in there. I think that's to set up his show because he got a show coming later in the year. Iron Wars or something like that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Marvel and Disney, man. Getting it done, unlike its counterparts.
Man.
Gave us that long ass movie for nothing. You could have just added the little pieces you needed in the first movie. Make it 3 hours instead of 2.
Or do 2 movies.
Or that. Nah, they could have just added what they needed to. Like when Alfred was talking to Superman, just show that shit. You didn't have to make it all suspenseful.
Right. Like everybody knew that watching the trailer. Oh, I've been expecting you. We know who you're talking to, bro.
It didn't make
It
sense.
ain't hard to tell.
The only thing that was missing that I'm glad they showed was Iris. Because Flash is so damn goofy, Iris is the one that makes him, straight and narrow and responsible and shit, and you have to see her. So.
All right. Black Widow, they also said that's going to be
Postponed?
Yeah, because they still haven't decided if they want to put it out in
It's
theaters
like
or
the
just release it.
4th time they've done that.
And they need to just go and put that out. At this point, that's what I would
They need to follow
At this
HBO
point, I don't want it.
Do the
Yeah,
HBO
because then
Max.
that's what's going to happen. People going to be like, whatever. That's going to be everybody's attitude in 1 second.
Just put that shit on DC's roster.
Right. Now they need to do what HBO Max is doing. Simultaneous release.
And they've done that with other stuff. They just, with this one, for whatever reason, I guess they was thinking this was going to be a blockbuster for them. So they was thinking about that money that was going to come in.
But you're going to make that money on the stream.
Yeah, probably
That's what
more.
I'm saying. I don't get it.
Probably more.
I would have been like, cool, let's get it. But
It's just the hesitancy, just like with the record industry had with the whole Napsters and shit. They had to go. They had to start going to the iTunes models instead of. They had to let this whole old idea go how to make money. People stuck out.
Have they dropped any movies since they had Disney Plus?
Yeah, they
I mean, not movies on the app, but like in box office.
theaters?
Yeah,
both. It's simultaneously. Usually,
Disney they've done it.
Yeah.
I know HBO is doing it with
I'll be honest, I
DC.
ain't been checking, so
so what's that? This new movie, the Last Dragon thing.
or something like that. Yeah, I think
That's
that
in
was just
theaters?
on the app.
I think it is in theaters. I gotta say, I don't know. I can't
Was
remember.
Mulan in theaters? I think it was.
I think Mulan was in
released
theaters.
and
Yeah.
then they put it out.
So yeah, they've been doing it. So why not? What's wrong with doing it for this?
I like the HBO Max. See, it ain't an extra.
That's the thing. So when Disney dropped their movie, they want you to pay that
$30.
Yeah.
You already paying them.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Now HBO is definitely approaching it the right way.
I think they were approaching the right way.
And then they're like, well, you got until this time to watch
Watch
it.
it.
After that, then
It's on you. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good motto.
All right. So Paramount Pictures is releasing a direct sequel to Face Off.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, that was
John Travolta's
1997. 1997 when it came out.
Ain't that John Travolta?
John Travolta,
He's old
Nicolas
as hell.
Cage.
Nobody want to see that shit.
and they talking about returning as the star in the starring roles of it.
Replace them niggas, man.
They have to face they all take their face off
They
some
want to
younger
do
motherfuckers.
They want to do the Will Smith shit, bro.
Right, man.
Make them young.
They definitely gonna have to make them young. 97, bro. That was
24 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
They can pull it off.
That's older than my
They
brother.
still because Nicolas Cage just did something on Netflix where they talk about
Oh,
the
no, Nicolas
history of-
Cage-
Still a great actor.
Nicolas Cage can still get out here and work.
John
John
Travolta.
Travolta, I don't know if he can do an action flick.
Who was which? I can't remember now.
Sean Archer, I think, was Nicolas Cage, and what the fuck was it?
But who was the good one?
Nicolas Cage.
But no. But who was really supposed to be the good one?
Oh, John Travolta was supposed to be the good one.
Okay. So if they go with that continuation, I
Yeah.
can buy that. If he's back
At
to his,
70 years old?
exactly because he
Now remember, this is supposed to be a direct sequel to this one.
yeah, but it's, if it's gonna be direct,
We
it's
ain't
gonna have
talking
to.
about. He just said 24 years. Like, we ain't talking
this
about 24
motherfucker-
years later.
So I can imagine Nicolas Cage character and Nicolas Cage's body getting out of jail 24 years. How he look now, and say, "Yeah, I'm getting this motherfucker." And then John Travolta fat ass sitting there like, "Oh boy," like I can see it. They could do just now. If it was the other way around, no, I'm not buying John Travolta as a villain. But I will buy Nicolas Cage as a villain. I will.
You and everybody else. Didn't nobody want to see that Gotti movie? John Travolta did.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I heard that was terrible.
I didn't even see the Tom Hardy movie where he did
Al Capone.
yeah, he did Al Capone.
That's out too on something. I think it's
That's
on
been
Prime.
out for a while.
Yeah,
I haven't, yeah, if it's on Prime, I'm gonna look it up, man.
I think it's on Prime.
He got too much. I think he got too much baggage.
Who?
Travolta.
Meaning what?
Oh, he got a lot of baggage. This nigga
You talking about his
gay.
personal stuff?
Is he Scientologist? Like he got a lot of shit. Nicolas
shit
Cage.
That shit don't matter to me. What matters to me is if he can pull this shit off, and I think at his age he cannot.
Yeah, I think Nick can do it. John can't.
And they might actually be the same age. I just think John Travolta aged worse.
Right. Exactly.
So
And I think he had some surgeries and stuff along the line.
he had some Botox.
Yeah.
he
Smooth
did
as
one
age.
movie. He did an action movie not a few years ago. I forget he was some type of spy, a CIA, and
I remember him. You talking about that one he did with Robert De Niro? And they was out in the woods fighting each other?
No. This one he was a spy and he shot
They
a
was
boy.
on some like Axeman shit.
No,
Oh, I think I
Arrows
did see
and
that.
shit,
I did see that.
nah,
They
this
had on
is,
their flannels and shit.
Yeah.
nah. He was working as like a CIA agent, and like the movie wasn't about him. He was in the scene, and he pretty much started busting at the man's wife because he realized the wife was a spy.
I don't want to see John Travolta in no spy
Like-
capacity.
and that's what Face Off would kind of be.
Yeah, I want to see John Travolta in what's my man name? Vincent D'Onofrio type roles. Like mob
Can he pull
bosses.
that off though? Because Vincent D'Onofrio is a phenomenal actor. Though.
Yeah, I think John Travolta is a good actor as well.
He's got to find his lane.
He just needs to work on that craft. That's not some shit that Vince did and just became, the guy. He worked at that shit.
That's true. That's
He's been
true.
doing SVU for 15 years.
Man,
So I mean,
yeah,
not
that's
SVU,
true. That's
criminal
true.
intent for 15 years. So, now he's in his bag. He's been doing Kingpin. He's been doing American Gangster. He's been getting practice at those roles. And he's got pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, while we on the topic about him, let's go scroll up to
man,
Godfather of Harlem.
I'm the king of segue. Look at
That's
that.
getting ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
go.
That's getting ready to release April 18th, day before TT's birthday. So I'm all in. So this is
You can't be.
Yeah.
You gotta drive out.
Nah, I be
Spend some time.
hour and a half. I ain't missing this.
Hey, you gonna get there? Set up the idea. Hey, I get up with y'all in a minute. I'm watch the rest of this show.
This second season is going to follow Bumpy battling the New York crime families for control of the French Connection, and that's a pipeline for the heroin that runs from Marseilles to New York Harbor. I think I said that right. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Forrest Whitaker was doing his thing in there.
You seen it? Man.
The guy playing Malcolm X, great.
See, that's the problem. He is playing such a good role that you forgot he don't look shit like Bumpy Johnson.
Actually, he does.
No, the dude who look like Bumpy Johnson's old boy. What's the brother? Who played in The Wire?
Ooh,
he got the scar on his face and everything.
Michael K. Williams?
Yes. Michael K. Williams looked like Bumpy Johnson.
I don't know. I seen a face to a live picture of Bumpy.
I didn't look at it face to face, but
Forrest looked more like Bumpy than anybody else who played him.
He looked more than Larry Fishburne.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did I say? Lawrence, not Larry. Larry Fishburne, not Lawrence. But yeah, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with. I'm just saying.
That's decent.
Yeah,
that's decent.
Yeah. I can see the Michael K. too.
Now, yeah, I definitely see Michael K. Yeah, but that's not far off either.
And it's fucking Forrest Whitaker, bro. Like it don't get no better than that.
Here you go.
So I'm looking forward to it.
God damn, that wife is fine.
Mammy, she in Billions.
Is she?
Yes.
This must be later seasons.
No, from the start.
I haven't noticed that.
She's the admin, the secretary.
She look now in real life. She a little bit taller than my taste. But goddamn, she's sexy as fuck up in Godfather Harlem.
Oh, that's perfect. Right
Look at your big tall ass, yeah.
Nigga, you not short. What you
I'm
mean?
not short, but I like midgets. So it is.
My little short ass Holly. Yeah, what's going on?
Tell him climbing that tree, boy.
Absolutely.
Hey, them legs looking good. Damn, Mammy's looking fine.
All right, man. So Godfather Holland, man, coming soon. April. It's a lot of good stuff out here.
That's a great show. Put my grandmother on that show. Too bad she passed away, but she was loving that.
Did she finish it?
Man, she finished. So and that's the funny part. So she was finishing it, right? She's like, "What's wrong? This last episode won't play." I was like, "What's going on?" So I said, "It looked like you played all the episodes." I didn't play all the episodes. I said, "Well, what happened?" She described the whole fucking season. I'm like, I think you saw everything. And you just wanted
so
it.
good. I'm trying to watch this.
She's like, but they ain't had it ended, is it? I was like, oh, that's the cliffhanger for the next season. Oh, shit.
All right. So some more news has come out. We know ABC is rebooting the Wonder Years. So Dule Hill, I think I said his name right, from Psych and The West Wing, and I think what else he's been in. Damn, he's been in something else. But if you've seen them two was pretty popular, big shows at the time. He's going to be the father in the new reboot of Wonder Years, Bill Williams, the family patriarch, who is a music professor by day and a funk musician by night. All right, described by the adult version of central character Dean as the baddest guy I knew, who is always calm and comprised, and whose favorite words are, be cool.
Sounds like soul.
Exactly. That's immediately what I thought of when I saw that. Taking a page out of old Jamie's book. But I didn't know one of the producers of Dave is actually behind this with Lee Daniels. So it ain't just all in Lee Daniels' control.
Thank God.
Yeah. If y'all looking forward to the Wonder Years, did you watch Wonder Years back in the day?
Yeah. With Vicky.
Yeah.
What was her name? Vicky?
No, Wendy.
Wendy. Was it Wendy?
Yeah, it was Wendy.
Yeah,
I think you think Small Wonder, nigga.
I might be thinking Small Wonder.
Yeah, you said Vicky, like what?
I am thinking about Small Wonder. Yes. Why am I thinking about Small Wonder? I have no idea.
How you got Small Wonder from
Wonder Years? Yes, I watched Wonder Years as well. That's what
what Small Wonder is.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Again, showing our age.
Wendy, and then what was his name?
Fred Savage character.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name was.
Yeah. Did he ever get that?
I don't know. He broke
They was
up with
children.
Wendy so many times.
Did they grow old in the show?
They started from one point. I think they started at 12, and then it went up to like, what was it? It culminated to like the end of high school.
Yeah.
So senior year.
Yeah.
Now the reboot is gonna take place in the same era.
The reboot is taking place in the 70s, I believe. One of the years took place in
Like
the
the late
60s.
60s. Yeah.
60s.
60s, 70s cross.
So the late 60s going into the early 70s. Yeah. All right, let's see. What was his name real quick? Fred Savage was Kevin Arnold in that.
Kevin Arnold.
That was his character name in that, Kevin. Damn, Wendy still fine.
Oh, she found the motherfucker. Fine as hell, yeah. I just looked at her the other day. Well, I was looking up her the other day for some reason. Yeah, she fine.
And Fred Savage is gonna be in this too, right?
Now that I don't know. I don't think
what
so.
he a senator or some shit for a little bit?
I know he's a producer because he was
What?
one of the producers of Modern Family.
Yeah, I know he got back in Hollywood, but he was like, no. His brother is in politics.
From Boy Meets World?
Yeah, he
Ben
was.
Savage?
One of them was one of them went into politics.
What?
It had to be Fred because they brought back Boy Meets World.
Well, they both.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah, it had to
Fred
be.
Savage was in like the Austin Powers movies.
No, but one
One
Let me
movie.
see.
yeah, I think one of them went.
The mole and shit.
Yeah,
It had to be his brother then.
one of them went into politics for a little bit. Maybe his brother, Fred Savage. What's his brother's name?
Ben Savage.
Ben Savage.
Yeah,
They from Chicago. I didn't know
I
that.
never knew that.
I never knew that either.
The more you know. You went to Stanford. Oh, okay.
let me see.
Yeah, don't say nothing about no politics.
Yeah, I never knew nothing about that. If that's
One
what's
of
going
them
on.
went into politics. I can't remember which one.
The Savage Brothers, though. Was it a third one?
I don't know.
Was it?
I think it was the. Well, I'm not
They
thinking
got
of
a-
Joey. No, Joey Fatone. Fatone. What was his name?
They got a sister.
Maybe it was the sister.
Let's look up the sister.
All right. Well, while y'all looking at that,
She was in. She's
oh,
an
the sister
actress.
was an actress too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit,
She's
why-
older.
Might as well making a family business.
She's
right?
older than Ben, but younger than Fred.
Okay.
So Fred is 44, she's 42, and Ben is 40.
Okay.
Nice space out there, about
Right.
a Savage parents.
Every
Okay.
2 years. Get situated. Go to the next one. All right. So Jamie Foxx is returning to the small screen TV. He got a sitcom coming to Netflix titled "Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me." Okay, and that's hitting streaming platforms April 14th, and we're gonna see him team back up with his boy from the In Living Color days, David Allen Greer, who has this big protruding white beard. Just and you know he's what's the word I'm looking for here? He's embracing the age. So
He was he's always been working, man. He stayed consistently working. I know the last thing I saw him on was the Carmichael show. So
what was the last movie I seen? Man, that movie I think with Craig Robinson and what's her name from Scandal. I can't remember if that was Tyler Perry's movie? I can't remember.
Well, Craig Robinson?
It was Craig Robinson.
yeah, Craig
and-
Robinson ain't doing no Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
Craig
I
Robinson
might.
and her, what was her name from Scandal? Kerry Washington.
I don't remember them two in a movie. I don't know.
It was alright. It was a decent movie. That's why I'm.
In a Tyler Perry movie. I can't see Craig Robinson in a Tyler Perry movie.
That's why I said,
That
don't
motherfucker
quote me
doing
on
Pizza
that.
Hut commercials right
I'm
now.
trying to remember if it was Peoples.
Peoples?
That's what it was called,
Yeah,
Peoples.
that definitely wasn't Tyler Perry.
Tina Gordon. It was a Tina Gordon film.
But I remember the name.
Tyler Perry was one of the producers, though. That's why I yeah, his name. Man. Okay. All right, man. So we're gonna move into music. I know both of y'all hate Kanye. I don't know if I even want to touch this.
No, go ahead and touch it.
Hey, do your thing. You know? this is your soliloquy
Let's
moment.
go jump into
right?
music real quick, man. Well, it was some news that came out during the week that said Kanye's net worth was
6.6.
6.6. But what happened was Forbes actually put out an article to recant that and basically state that they were counting that 6.6 because it's projected future earnings. It's not where he is currently. Currently, he's at 1.8 billion. So with the Gap and Yeezy collaboration that's getting ready to be revealed, he has that position over at Gap now. He's going to be a collaborator designer. They're saying with that in tow, as that goes on, with those future earnings, he'll become the richest black man in America.
So Kim Kardashian be the richest white woman in America.
Oh, they had prenup.
Well, she's not white though.
Was she
Armenian's
Armenian?
I know. I'm with you
like
on
it's
that.
closer to
I
that side
feel you.
than that side.
Like, yeah, I do too. When I say Armenian woman, I see Boricua. I don't see
Middle
Becky.
Eastern.
Right. I don't see this Caucasian. I see a brunette with lips and a body because they all kind of like that and copper skin almost. But for some reason, they, like you said, they go. I guess they passed the brown paper bag, so test.
I don't think they passed the test, but
I don't know.
If they passing it, they barely passing it.
that's close enough for me.
Yeah,
to this side.
Yeah, I feel you. I get you, but for some reason, when they file out an application, they get to put Caucasian for some fucking reason.
I guess. I mean, yeah. What can you say?
Yeah. So yeah, man. I say all that to say that yeah, she gonna have her money and he gonna have his money, and it ain't like she's hurting anyway. She got what she wants. Shit. You know.
I think Ray J gets some of that money, right?
Your finder's fee?
Yeah.
With my 10%, my mother.
That's our way out there with the road.
A tenth of all I have belongs to Ray J.
We're going to see if Ray J can pull this one, though, because they just split up. Migos frontman and Quavo from Migos has split with his longtime girlfriend. Now, how do you say her name?
Sweetie.
It's spelled like Saudi, but it's supposed to be Sweetie, I guess.
With all this ghetto ass culture.
Icy girl. So she implied that Quavo was out here cheating. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out to Quavo, man. He flipped the script and made her feel feel bad about him cheating. Like, yeah, I'm disappointed in you. You found me cheating. How dare you do some shit like that?
Well, he tried to flip the script.
Right? He said, yo, I'm taking back my $350,000 Billy.
He can do
allegedly.
That. He could do that.
I don't think we've seen it.
He could do that.
Yeah, no, you ain't out here. You ain't bought it yourself.
But
Drake has even said in the song, I had to send my man to go pick that up.
But that's some bullshit. Be a real pimp about it. Because you wouldn't have to apologize. She wouldn't have said shit. He had his game tight. He would have known. She would have known what it is.
She knew what it is.
You know who he is. Obviously, she did.
Man,
you have to know who he is.
That's Quavo of the Migos. Like, yeah, it's getting thrown at him.
You're getting yourself involved.
We know that, but she didn't know that.
You're getting yourself involved with a man whose bread is coming from traveling the world, meeting various women, and finding himself in isolated encounters with these women. Come on now, like,
and his star
that's part of the business.
Yeah, a business that she's in.
We know this. We're men.
It's her.
She's in the business, so she should know this more than we do.
I'm gonna say it's her ego, cause she fine as hell, and she like, yo, you cheating on me. It's average women that have that thought process.
He shouldn't even have to be cheating. He should just like, bitch, this is me. Me and you fucking, and I'm fucking all these.
Regardless if it's allowed or not, it's still cheating. You know, but at the same time, like, that comes with the territory.
Maybe you got money like that, you set the tone. You let them know, I'm going to do me, and I'm going to do you when I want it. And if you got a problem with that, meet another nigga with a bag.
Which she will.
Maybe.
She going into a hot girl
I'm pretty sure
the DMs they age out, bro.
She young as hell. She in her early 20s.
Nobody won't use stuff. Look, Kanye was the only nigga said sign me up for some used pussy.
He said that kitty had some potential, okay? Earning potential.
But you got a lot of cornballs out here that's gonna disregard that fact, and they gonna jump at it
because they got some money.
She's
Russ
27,
Williams.
dog.
And she gonna go for it.
She's 27.
She got another 4 years. Then a new batch of 21-year-olds
I guarantee
come
you,
out.
one of the insert NBA player here is coming for that.
And it's like then she fades off to obscurity.
And it,
With the money.
that may happen, or she might do her thing as an artist, but we're here in the next couple of months.
Well, that's they type.
Just like Meg. Meg didn't ran from this person to that person. And I'm like, yo, she just needs to sit down.
Meg different though.
Meg different.
Meg
She
is
fucking 8 feet tall. Nobody about to deal with that shit.
niggas is dealing with that. What you talking about?
Totally dealing with that.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all can climb that shit all day.
It ain't no climb for me, big dog.
Right, right.
I'm right there.
Let's just say I'm moving mountains, goddammit. I'm all for it. But
Drink down the side of me. Please.
All right, man. So let's talk. There was some new music came out. Be your boy, the Butcher,
Yes,
Benny
sir.
Butcher. Plugs I Met Too with Harry Fraud.
Yes, sir.
And then we had the weekend re-release Balloon, House of Balloons.
Wow.
But we're gonna stick to Benny for right now. So give us your take on this project.
Well, we already know how Griselda's coming. You know, they dropping projects every 2 months. You know, this is the second one for Benny in the last, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to include the conflicted soundtrack, this is the third. Yeah, this is another solid project from Benny. Actually, as a whole, I like this one better than I like the one with Hit Boy.
Really?
As a whole.
Okay.
Now, Hit Boy got some tracks on there where it's like, Harry Fraud really not messing with this.
Mm-hmm.
But as a whole, Harry Fraud got me to where I'm pretty much not skipping a track.
Okay. What was one of the standout tracks for you?
He got a track with Fat Joe that I really like. I think it's called Talking Back. Really good beat. Probably one of Harry's better beats on this project.
Yeah, Talking Back with Fat Joe.
And actually, the bars on this was a lot better than the Hit Boy records.
Mm.
So I think his bars were better. The overall production was more solid. I think Hit Boy gave him a better song off of that project that he did with him, but as a whole, I like this one.
Okay. I see he got a track with Chinks that used to be with Coke Boys. Rest in peace, Chinks.
Yeah, he got Chinks on there. He got they got Jim Jones on there.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if y'all Griselda fans out there, y'all make sure y'all go ahead. You got the Big B stamp of approval for this project. Plugs I Met Too. And like I said, Weekend re-released House of Balloons. So apparently this was only available on like platforms like SoundCloud since it was released in 2011. So now he just kind of made the move to have it on, the Apples, the Spotify's, titles, things of that sort. So if you're a Weekend fan, you know what I'm saying, y'all get to listen to the House of Balloons on the streaming platform of your choice now.
We ain't listen to the Weekend. It's all about Silk Sonic, baby. Like Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Been listening to that shit nonstop for the last 3 weeks. If you follow me on social, I know you see me. I'm jamming out every day.
Absolutely.
Every day. That's what it is.
All right. Speaking of Silk Sonic, they was performers, and I think your boy Anderson took home a Grammy, actually, for the 2021 Grammys. So I just listed the top 6 real quick of some of the winners. Song of the Year, I Can't Breathe, that went to Ernest Miller, Her, and Tiara Thomas. Her wrote the song.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. Best New Artist went to Megan Thee Stallion.
She's not even new no more. She's
Right,
on
that's
last
right.
year.
That's why, yeah.
2 years, 3 years?
Right, you can't be a new artist for 2 years in a row.
Right.
So, let's see. Best R&B Song, Better Than I Imagined, by Robert Glasper, Michelle Indicello, Gabriella Wilson.
Sound like some Grammy shit.
Definitely. Best Progressive R&B Album, It Is What It Is, by Thundercat.
Progressive R&B.
Now, that one I need to
What the hell is that?
I don't know what that is. They just found different ways to
If I'm not mistaken, Thundercat is pop like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they hitting with the R&B.
Progressive R&B.
Apparently.
All right, Best Rap Performance went to Meg Savage, featuring Beyonce. And then Best Rap Album went to Nas with King's Disease.
Finally, one worth talking about.
Finally. And Nas is, how long he been in the game at least? Since he's 18. So I think close to 30 years.
Absolutely.
First Grammy in 30 years.
Well deserved.
Which is, that's so wrong.
It's bogus, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He should have been got a Grammy.
You know, shout out to Nas for finally getting his flowers and being acknowledged for the work that he's put in, man. I know one of our favorite artists ever, so I don't know about you, Vern, one of your favorite.
I'm appreciative of Nas.
I take it. I take it.
Do you feel like that was the right Nas album for that?
No.
Absolutely not. Illmatic should have got a fucking Grammy all day.
I don't know.
I do.
I'm thinking about the state of music
Yeah.
in 94, 95. I don't know if he is getting a Grammy or nothing now. If Illmatic had came out in 2006, maybe.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think about what else came out that year.
In 94?
In 94.
I mean, it was so much. Just hip-hop aside, it was just great music being produced.
Did hip-hop even have a category at the Grammy?
At that time, I don't know. Well, no, it had to be.
It had to because
Will Smith got, I think, the very first hip-hop Grammy.
And that's my problem. Will Smith got a Grammy.
But was it a hip-hop Grammy or was it just like a best album of the year Grammy?
No, it was like it was hip-hop. Because it was a recognized genre.
All right, well.
But even still, that would go to my point of the if it wasn't. Because it should have. Like, what else could have possibly been better than that album that year?
As far as if you're talking to people in the culture, none.
Exactly.
But if you talk about people outside who don't understand the culture, they're gonna tell you some mainstream shit.
And at that time, they didn't have to, acknowledge it. And like in 2021, you definitely have to acknowledge hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't not do that here and now. You know what I mean? You're gonna get boycotted. You're gonna get protested. It's just gonna lead to so many, disparities.
Which is the Weeknd talk about boycotting the Grammys.
He did.
Yeah, he's boycotting them. So for that point, for that exact point,
Yeah, Nas got at least 3 or 4 albums that could have been winners,
right?
If not nominated.
And that was what I was trying to think. What other albums did he have that could have received it?
Life is Good.
Definitely, that was glaring for me. Just as a project that overall, I think it just had universal appeal.
Life is Good. What was after that?
After Life is Good, you had
that was a Kanye shit.
Yep. Nasir.
You're not picking that. The End album. I don't know if it's a winner, but definitely should have been nominated. I'm just going down the road now. Stillmatic and Illmatic.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I Am is better than Illmatic.
Nah. I mean, you would know.
No, not I Am. It was written.
It was written.
It was written is better than Illmatic.
It's cold.
And I went back and listened to it, and you have an argument.
Yeah,
you got an argument.
It depends on
don't
what
mean
you
it's
like.
correct.
it's a good body of work,
what it
man.
sounds like, what it was written sounds like, it sounds like a more polished version of Illmatic.
Exactly.
That's my argument with Biggie. I was saying that about Life After Death versus Ready to Die. Because I truly feel like that's just a more polished version of that project. I was saying that about Beanie Siegel, too, with his first album, The Truth versus The Reason. I felt like The Reason was a more polished version of The Truth.
See, some artists pull off more polished, and some of them don't. Like for me, perfect example would be what's that look? Motherfucker from down south, Gucci Man. I like polished Gucci Man. I don't like.
I like hood Gucci. I like that old shit, that old trap house Gucci.
Man. Man.
But it was Illmatic, you know, I think it was just so raw, and having some content from somebody at that age, you know, give you that, and it's pretty much an introspective of how he views life at 18 years old. And to have somebody give you that and be able to convey what's in his head onto a record and make it cohesive, that's incredible.
Yeah.
At that age.
At that age, I think that's where that stardom comes from. Like, oh wow,
yeah. And then he had a multitude of producers. Like he had Large Professor, Q-Tip, who else?
Large Professor, Q-Tip, Pete Rock.
Pete Rock was on
DJ
there. Premier.
LES was on there.
And nobody else had multiple producers on their records like that. Everybody either had one producer doing the whole or maybe two, but you didn't have 4 or 5 producers doing your album.
He had the cream of the crop, like at that time.
Best.
The best.
That's why I said if any of his albums gonna get a Grammy, that should have been the one.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
it's just.
And it only got better, like you said.
It also changed the industry too a little bit. How you go about doing your business.
It got better, but then to a point it become like a detriment,
right?
Because now he started eventually dealing with Dre, and you know Dre is more quintessential West Coast, product, and he's giving East Coast rappers his beats. It didn't necessarily mesh well to me at first.
Right.
It was a good experiment. Like, if anybody were to do it, I would give it to Nas, for sure.
Right.
But, it was an experiment nonetheless.
Right.
Every creative don't speak the same language.
That's true.
That's all it is. They try, but sometimes you just mesh well with certain motherfuckers you don't mesh well with other people. The creative process is like that.
That's one thing with Nas, but everybody always questions his beat selection, and he gets beats from a multitude of producers. He even had Chris Webber produce on the track for him. So,
yep.
I don't know anybody who took a beat from Chris Webber. See Webb, that who? The big 6'10"? Hell no, I don't want no beats from him.
And I'm putting it on the album.
Yeah, so there you have it. And it's also a man that wrote for Will Smith.
Right.
Yep.
Did he get a Grammy off that? I think he did.
As a writer, yeah, he should have.
Yeah, as a writer, I think he got
definitely. Him and Trackmaster putting them albums
together.
together.
You go, man.
Yep.
And I didn't know he wrote that. So I think Tim might have told me that. I'm like, man.
He wrote Men in Black.
He wrote something else too, didn't he?
He wrote that album.
The whole album?
That whole album.
Oh shit.
That was him and Trackmaster.
Trackmaster
on the
song.
beat. He wrote the lyrics.
I thought it was the song where he was walking through Philly. What was it? Big
whole-
Willie style. I thought he wrote that.
He wrote that. Yeah, he did. He wrote the whole
that too,
album.
yeah.
Damn.
Both of those. Matter of fact, both of those albums, because he put some albums out like back to back. So
That's crazy.
get it how you get it, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nas. Shout out to Chloe Bailey. Just wanted to say that.
All right, let's go get ready to round this thing out, man. I wanted to briefly touch on Texas Star quarterback Deshaun Watson now facing several sexual misconduct lawsuits.
NFL motherfucker.
And the NFL is investigating right now.
Hey, his girl bad. Took her from an NBA player, DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs. Took her. Snatched her up.
$44 million a year contract. He wanted to get out of Texas. And that was my thing. Like, this doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. Like,
Yeah,
all of a sudden, they basically told you no. We blocked that. You're not getting traded. This is where you at. And then all of a sudden, here comes the smear campaign. Deshaun Watson is a pretty smooth looking dude. Getting to the money, I can say I don't think he would have a problem, with the opposite sex. But hey, that's just me.
It don't sound right.
Yeah. I wouldn't think that guy would have an issue.
For one, he's got a cold girl. He shouldn't have to take anything from anybody. If he wants it'll be given.
Right.
Secondly,
y'all assume that.
That's exactly. I'm assuming that he shouldn't have to take anything. Him being in the position that he's in, I can't. Some people just like having that power.
And I was about to say, if it comes so easy to you, you probably get a little bit drunk for taking some shit here and there.
Create a challenge for yourself.
Right, exactly.
So I don't know, maybe that is the case, but it does sound a little fishy to me.
Sound fishy to me, man. I ain't buying it. Especially when they said these charges, they coming with like lawsuits and they only like asking for like $500. It's not like multi-million-dollar lawsuits.
If you want $500, just hit me up.
That sound like this real.
Cash out $500.
That sound like this real. It's like, hey, look, I ain't trying to fuck you over, but hey, you owe me some money.
It sounds like somebody who gave him some ass, caught feelings.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because now he's getting paid, and I need some compensation for the time that you spent with me.
But what woman don't feel like that?
All women feel like that, but
I swear,
women is bold enough to
like
do that.
Man,
Cause that shit is dumb.
Shit. They what you talking about? This is the WAP day and age. This is hot girl summertime.
Not for no 500 though, Vern. Like I'm
that
sorry,
bitch might be struggling.
But here's the thing,
500, bro.
That's how Cardinal and her mobile motherfucking phone payment before she can get back to the other nigga gonna pay the next motherfucking bill.
Man, I don't know, man. She don't need like evidence. Like she gonna get what she. For one, she's gonna kill the nigga's character. For one, off top, because he's gonna be guilty until proven innocent.
That's the day and age.
Then he's not gonna want to go to court for this. He's not gonna want to pay lawyer fees for this. So he's gonna settle.
Right.
He's gonna settle out. She's gonna get more than $500, probably close to $50,000 if she's lucky.
Right.
And she's gonna be good.
But that might be her play.
That's definitely her play.
She might be like, look, I could be like these other chicks coming at your head. You could just cash me out.
Which is insane, bro. Like, that's crazy.
That's a good play. Because he's like,
not a good play.
Here you go, 20 grand, shut the fuck up. Bad, now I can put this down payment on some shit. You gotta think like how females look. Look, he put himself in a situation where this could be accused. Because if he couldn't be accused of this, they would have never made this play for it.
Yeah, the only thing is that in this climate, it's basically her word against his, and they automatically gonna go towards the woman.
Female, yeah.
Look, that's why you got They got GPS location. So if these people are in the same rooms, it ain't nothing questionable. You ain't nothing to worry about.
Man, if I'm a professional athlete, entertainer, or anybody in the limelight, you gotta sign this NDA.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He got to play the game. He ain't playing the game, so I can't be mad at what happened to him.
It's a certain quality you got to go after too. I'm not just messing with everything.
Right. You got options.
I'm gonna have one of them flip notepads. I'm gonna write the shit out and have you sign on this one.
Right. Right. But he should. That's what I'm saying. When you got money like him, you know better. So whatever's happening, you should have protected yourself. You should have still been out there like a slick boy with a little money. Yeah, but when you got money like that, you got a target on your back. And you got to prepare. Like they even covered this in the game to show the game. He like, that motherfucker, every sexual encounter he got is recorded.
Yeah.
That way you ain't know, oh, I took this from you. It's on camera.
Right.
Well, like I said, get the notepad.
They
consent
they
to
serve
this
the
encounter
same.
with Brandon Daniels.
They serve the same purpose.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you dealing with money like that, you got to look. Like you said, and you got a printer. Before we do anything, boo.
Matter of fact, let me print this out.
Keep that shit in your wallet, folded.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
so,
photo ID. I need a photo copy of your ID.
Yeah, sign right here.
What's that sound? Oh, that's just the printer. Just hold on. Got this going real quick.
This is standard operating procedures here.
I
Okay.
had to protect myself,
Right.
And
And they
this
gonna
is
go
just a
down.
little paper saying that we kicking it. Go ahead and
Look,
sign on it.
and they gonna do it. You a multi-millionaire. They ain't about to stop what they doing because you asked them to sign it. You hang with a multi-millionaire. He can provide you a lifestyle. You sign it. Okay, cool. I'm about to hit this shit, but you gotta sign here. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we'll see what that what happened with that as more develops.
You think this is set up by the Texans?
I think so.
But my thing is, I don't understand why though. Because you already blocked
I
the
guess
trade.
to
You're not letting
devalue
go.
him to anybody else to make nobody else
Okay,
want
I
him.
didn't think
So
about
now
that.
you have to.
This
You have to stay.
This is a problematic person. He's got baggage, so he's just gonna stay away.
Like who's gonna want to take that on if we know you gonna go
Chicago
accumulate?
lose.
I don't know, man.
Oh, you got issues? We'll pay for the lawyer fees. Just come win us a Super Bowl.
He the wrong,
As they should.
He the wrong color. He the wrong color though.
That's just fact.
Because Chicago has made it blatantly obvious that if you ain't white and bright, you ain't right.
And speaking of, they just signed Andy Dalton to a 1-year deal, $10 million, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he was guaranteed the starting spot. They said, that's why I came here, because they told me I had the keys.
Yep. He has the keys to the castle.
So no Sierra.
Nope.
Well,
What did you hear about
Seattle?
that trade?
Yeah, Seattle said he's off the table.
No, I said Sierra. It's about Russell Wilson.
I'm saying Seattle said he's off the table.
Oh, they ain't
They're
changed.
not letting him go.
That would have been dumb. I didn't even know why they even thought that should have been like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
At this point, he's bringing attention because of who he's with.
Right.
They're becoming A-listers now. You gotta keep this motherfucker on the scene.
If not to win, just to put asses in seats.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
Exactly.
Super Bowl champion.
Exactly.
Like,
Once the world
he's propelling her, if you ask me. Like
I think they're doing both.
Sierra-
I think it's both.
in
it's a
terms
power
of
couple situation.
in terms of our community, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Russell was already here.
Ah,
I don't know.
Russell was not
He
there.
was here, bro.
He was there for brothers like me and you.
It's some black
but
women
not for
that
niggas.
are not fans of
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Like he too corny.
You enter
he
Sierra.
pulled Sierra's like
You enter
he's
Sierra,
just a nigga with a blowout.
and that's what I'm saying. Now she raises his stock in our community.
But he raised her
Her
stock
stock
as
in
a
his
celebrity.
community.
Absolutely.
Right.
No, it's a trade-off, definitely.
It's a mutual thing. They're evenly yoked.
It works.
It definitely, yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
What
She
else
happy.
happened? Mitchell Trubisky signed with Buffalo Bills. Buffalo.
How do y'all feel about that as Bears fans? Because they damn near got to the big show. He could get there as a backup next season.
He ain't gonna be the reason they get there. So
I ain't got no hope in the Bears until we got new owners.
Absolutely.
that's a fact. Ryan Pace is just bad at his job. I've never seen someone so bad at his job and has kept his employment. Like when you're bad like this at your job, you get fired.
They did that with Paxton for a long time.
That's loyalty. That's Chicago shit.
Yeah.
You throwing it up. Oh, okay, but
No.
started talking about Chicago. He threw it up, but no, that's how Chicago is ran like the mob. It's ran off loyalty.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Paxton was here 10 years longer than he should have been.
Yeah.
So
You know, it was him and Gar Foreman, right?
yeah, both of them cowards should have been out.
Man. So, there you go. That's Chicago sports, man.
And the McCaskills need to sell the team.
They've been
Bears.
that. Too much money. They make too much money.
That's why they'll never do. Well, I ain't gonna say never,
Yeah,
because that's kind of what happened with the Cubs. Like the fans had got to a point where they like, yo, y'all not doing nothing for us. You know, I remember hearing that. Like, we gonna stop coming to the games and all this.
The
kind
way
of shit.
you make changes, you affect that bottom line.
Right. That's the only thing you can do.
When the Bulls, before they fired Garpax, they were showing up to the games in Garpax 86 jerseys.
Right.
Like, get these motherfuckers out of here. I saw one video, he wore the shit in front of Gar Foreman.
Right.
Like, he was like, yeah, look at my jersey. Turned around, his name was on the back, 86. I said, these dudes is reckless. And people stopped coming to the game, stopped buying merch, and it started to affect the bottom line. So Jerry Reinsdorf had to take a look. He was like, well, maybe we need to make some changes.
There's only thing you can do. Think about it from a business perspective. You're never going to stop doing what brings you money in.
Yeah.
So if everybody dislikes it, but it's still making me money, well, why would I stop it?
But that's the thing. Like, you have this, as far as the Bulls goes, you have this fan base because of Michael Jordan. Clearly,
Right.
This is just
It's a legacy. It's a legacy.
It's a
at this
legacy.
point.
People want to be a part of it. Being proud. Hey, I'm from Chicago. I got Bulls.
And the
Michael
colors
Jordan
hot.
used to play for this.
Well, the colors are hot. Black, red, and white. Goddamn.
Go
They
with everything.
Right. Exactly.
Go with everything. Yeah. So he's always going to make money. This is always going to be a lucrative situation for him. But as far as getting to a place to where your fans are proud to be a part of it, they showed that they're not, and he made changes. So that's all you have to do in an organization like that. And the Bears fans are not doing that. They're showing up, tailgating, going to the games in the cold. That's
Well,
cool.
that's because
That's
they
what you
used to
wanna do.
losing, though, too.
That's a fact. But at some point, you have to get tired of this shit because you're seeing this shit repeatedly. We've seen the Bulls losing for the last 20-plus years.
Right.
And we got tired of it. So, we need some changes.
But see, 6 championships can last 30, 40 years.
We are approaching 30 right now. So, I want to see us at least contend for a championship in my lifetime.
Like, we have not entered that contend. When was the last time we almost got there? When Rose was here, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then he got
The
hurt.
Lakers and the Celtics continue to go back and forth. Back and forth. A couple of years to rebuild, and they back there.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That's a big city arrogance we got, right? Because you got some small townships who got a basketball NBA team ain't never won shit ever. But we talk about
shouldn't win shit.
we talk about getting back to the ring.
You should just be happy to be here.
Like,
You got cities like Seattle who lost their team.
Man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I want us back.
I ain't saying no. I'm just saying we have to think.
Not when it's always LA or the Celtics. Like,
well, I think they should not even be allowed to do shit like that.
The fact that Chicago is such a big city, we have a legacy in the past that was in place. We should be able to rekindle off that.
We should.
Totally.
Yeah. Now,
Lakers do it every 5-6 years. Boston do it every 5-6 years.
Well, fucking, it's L.A. That's what you have to remember.
I get
The draw is L.A. Especially what we got, Inglewood.
I mean, we're in a much better space than New York, who's never gotten one at all. But since the Phil Jackson days.
Man, we in the same boat.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of these teams
now,
in the
yes,
same
we
boat.
are.
Now,
We've been in the same
yeah.
since post Jordan. We've been in the same boat.
Post Jordan era, absolutely.
Yeah.
And actually, we in the same exact boat right now, rebuilding. Both teams look promising.
Right.
You know, so we damn near neck and neck with New York right now.
You know what's crazy? New York seems to have the bigger basketball culture, but we have the better
Culture.
I don't know how to say, like, we just better at it naturally. Like, it's not cultural. Like, Chicago is not this basketball city. But
It's not.
We're not. New York is. But they don't win shit. Maybe that's why. They so terrible at it. They just practice harder.
But they kind of had a thing with baseball, though. The Yankees Yankees is damn near there every couple of years.
And they're not a baseball city. They're Yankee City. You're right.
Are they in the Bronx?
Is the Yankees in the Bronx? I mean, you got the Mets, and then, I don't know where the Mets is.
Mets is in New Jersey, I think, maybe. I don't know.
Just think about all the other, you got the Ruckus Park and all that shit, but then the Knicks never do nothing.
Yeah. They're trying to do something
The
right
Knicks should just be in the street ball league.
Right now, I'd rather go to New York and go to Ruckus. Right, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go watch the Knicks at Dykeman.
We're going to go around it out. March Madness.
I haven't been keeping up with that at all.
Okay. So I just put it on there. I know
Teams is getting kicked out of it for
Brackets
COVID.
busted.
Yeah, I'm good. All I know is Ohio State lost. I mean.
Okay. So if y'all been keeping up.
And
y'all
Illinois
brackets-
just lost.
Okay.
Illinois just lost to Loyola.
Y'all been stepping up.
Loyola upset Illinois, who's the 1 seed. But, they got that nun that be there. She'd be winning the games up there praying. She be praying him to victory, man.
Man. And LeBron is out indefinitely right now with a high sprained ankle.
First time ever.
First time. The machine is showing some wear and tear, man. You know,
Let's go.
He's getting up there. He's getting up there. What is he, 35? 35, 36?
35, 36.
It was bound to happen eventually, shit.
Glad to see it happen. Let's go.
All right, man. But, shit, that's 96 in the books, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell
I feel
a
like
friend.
we missed something. Go ahead and do your thing.
I think we covered everything. Any deaths? Oh, the homeboy from Troop died.
Oh, yeah, I did see
main
that.
singer. Rest in peace.
Derek Jackson.
I don't know anything about
Oh, the perfect black man.
the perfect black man.
He was the one going around telling how black men don't do this and they don't do this, and you don't do this with your wife, and found out the nigga cheating. But he been selling all this merchandise to all these women as this perfect black man, and sold a book and all type of shit, like a Steve Harvey type book.
That's what I was about to say. Sound like Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that was the only other
like
big
his
news.
Fourth marriage.
Right, and then they found out the little chick he been cheating on with on his wife.
Right.
No, but that's the only
Daughter
other
out
big
here
news in black
National
culture.
story.
All right. Well, y'all make sure, man, you know what I'm saying? Tune in. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell on YouTube. We on everything, literally, except title. Title need to go ahead and quit playing. But, yeah, so I want to thank y'all for checking us out, man. This is episode 96. We'll catch y'all next week. And, yeah,